We are crossing the threshold back into the wild to reclaim the spirit of the inner child. But when you choose to live in color, you challenge the gray, and there is a price you will have to pay. Their inner child died, so they attempt to destroy those still connected to their own. You see, your imagination is a mirror to their inner child without a home. When you embody the whimsy they decided to kill, it doesn't inspire them, it just makes them more ill. They separate the connection, so they treat your joy like it's an infection. They need you hollow, serious and small just to feel anything at all. They want to tag you with a spell, but they will use a curse. They will twist the story and put the victim in reverse. They call it Darvo in the books, but that's just a name. In the real world, it sounds exactly the same as this.
I know I struggle with showing my love at times. I know I struggle with emotions and expressing myself. I didn't grow up just like you in a cookie cutter family. I know I don't want to be a saint.
I didn't grow up in a cookie cutter family.
I'm going to set and talk about things. So there's also a picture where you're like, I don't think I'm a saint. I don't want to be a saint.
The faucet's running loud and I'm waiting for the steam, waking up fully from their manipulative dream. I'm lying here ready just to wash away the grime, reflecting on the theft of my energy and time. I healed from trauma, yeah, that was back then. But I won't stay silent about these broken men. Just because I'm better doesn't mean that I won't speak. I'm here to expose the havoc that they wreak. I submerge in the water, soaking in the truth, healing all the parts that they targeted from my youth. I'm scrubbing off the tactics, the gaslighting, and the lies, cutting all the cords and the trauma-bonded ties. I'm teaching you the game and how they use their force. They try to knock you down and throw you off your horse. They lurk and they stalk, committed to the sin, desperate to kill the inner child within. A plethora of men acting distinctively vile. They murdered their own innocence mile after mile. They skipped the shadow work just to stay in the evil. Watching from under the bridge, these are damaged people. Jealous of your life, they can't stand the sight of the way you stand tall and exude your inner light.
Such a pretty little fairy, the fairest of the forest floor. But what happens when she opens the door to the underworld?
Now, to keep it a bean with you, the darkness is where I play. Sometimes I gotta dabble in some bullshit, okay? Sometimes a girl gotta learn her lessons the hard way. But that's okay, I still come out of it in one. And I also like to fuck with them back while they cower and play dumb. We'll have some fun, and I'll show you how these demons really move. We got discernment now, and either way, they would still lose. They all got the same script, the same entity lives in all of them. That's why when you release one, another shows up in different skin. They're filled with sin and sorrow and empty promises of tomorrow. They are nothing but broken mirrors and personalities borrowed. But I'm almost ready to go. I decorate my body with chimes and gold to shield me in my flow. For demons hate the sound of bells and their frequency. So as we go down, we'll sound our bells as loud as we can be. To rid of the weak ones and pull a weirdo who puts in effort. The stoics move talking down low, dirty lines. And the darkness is only scary when you refuse to integrate. If you do, you become someone who only knows how to fake. Where we're going is filled with souls who gave up on their healing and cloak themselves in darkness and lies to keep themselves from feeling as if they're out of control from the ones who first caused them harm. They think if they inflict the same pain that they have the power all along, but they're wrong. Although they've adapted to their lies to integrate our shadow, sometimes you have to play the spy. Sometimes you end up in their chaos to reveal your own blind spots. Don't play by their rules. Keep your integrity, as they only offer you rot.
To enter, you must leave your integrity at the door. This is a place of no love that you're about to explore. smells like flowers and sounds like a fucking pain in my ears. Someone must devour that despicable noise.
It was just another chilly summer night out in Mexico. My baby put me on that flight. Introduced to everyone, he said I was his wife. Told me that I was his son, thought everything was tight. But hold up, this nigga, he ain't acting right. Taking down the nigga, his man sleeping the whole night. Got me feeling sick because some amigos still my sight. Hold up.
Traveler. You walk fast for a soul with nowhere to be. You got your eyes set on the big dark, the belly of a greedy god. The place where the shadows go, that ain't got no names, and the demons that ain't got no faces. You think you gonna walk in there, swing a blade, and come out a queen? That way is for the fools who think blood is what makes a human brave. In there, the chaos ain't yours. The war ain't yours. You go in willy-nilly chasing a ghost that don't belong to you. And the gate don't just close, child. It swallows.
Stop! You have passed the crossroads and chosen the path of your own rot. Wise, most fools go to war in another man's hell, just to avoid the war inside themselves. You need a soft bed for that hard head. You are finished with the zero. You are finished with being nothing. This is your ticket, room 111. The first step toward a new sun, but only if you burn the old patterns to ash first. The rules of the hotel. 1. No mirrors. You will not look at your face. You will look at your works. 2. Do not speak to the shadows in the hall. They are your past versions, and they are hungry for your attention. And the past is a scavenger. 3. You shall not leave until the person you were is a ghost, even to you. Take the key. Go and face your own riot. The room is ready.
There's a place between where we live and where the demons rot. They call it the Hotel Allegbar. It sits right in between this rock, the last stop before the underworld breaks open into earth. It's owned by Allegbar, daughter birthed by the gatekeeper, Papa Allegbar, and it's the only reason the world upstairs isn't currently even more infested with demons.
Welcome to Hotel Allegbar, a resting place for women who walk between realms, for messengers deities, watchers, and keepers of record when the underworld calls for balance. This is not a place of evil. It is a place of shadow work. We keep what is below from rising, and what is above from losing its way. Every guest arrives with purpose. This one is yours.
So, this is the Great Initiation. Another lecture on my pride. I came to Papa Allegbar for a map to where the demons hide. I've got scars, I've done the time, I'm bled out in the sun. But every time I reach for steel, they tell me I'm not done. It feels like blame, it feels like they're just asking me to bow, to humble myself further when I'm hurting as it is, and how? Why must I poke the wound again? Why track the ancient rot? I'm trying to slay the man who tied the current choking knot. They act like I'm the problem, like I'm the one to blame for standing in the fire when I didn't start the flame. It's invalidating, it's a joke. I want to fight, not pray, but every crossroads points me back to my own disarray.
Listen to me, child. You speak of the knot, but ignore the fiber of the rope. You want to clear the forest with a single lightning stroke, but listen. Does the soil blame the seed for the hemlock that it bears? Or does the gardener curse the rain for the weed that greedily shares? A storm does not apologize for the way it breaks the bough, and the earth does not demand the fruit before it meets the plow. You are trying to kill the winter while the frost is in your lungs, speaking languages of war with still bleeding, bitten tongues.
This call is to confirm your appointment. There are no accommodations for resistance. What you will encounter is not an enemy. Do not attempt to confront it as one. You are not being evaluated for morality. You are being observed for consistency. Certain memories may surface without context. Do not interrupt them. Do not correct them. You may notice impulses to minimize, rationalize, or assign blame. Those responses will be noted. If you experience anger, remain still. If you experience shame, do not look away. Forward movement is suspended until observation is complete. Your initiation begins now.
Sit, and please, don't bother adjusting yourself. The chair is exactly as uncomfortable as your ego makes it. So you've returned, and you've brought company. You're broadcasting your initiation to an audience. How very modern of you, turning a soul's reckoning into a spectator sport. You told them you'd show them how these demons move. But never forget, you can't point out a predator in the tall grass if you're still refusing to acknowledge the one living in your own reflection.
It's not too late to reach for the sword. before you reach for your shadow. I still have the key to the underworld, if you'd like a life that's narrow.
So this is the altar. Candles glow, mouth shut, spine still. A dress built for devotion to a future that never will love you back. Safety was the vow. Routine was the ring. Not romance, not desire, not any of those things. Just something steady enough to keep the floor from caving in. Men without money starve the body. Men with money starve the soul. Different costume, same deficit. Same quiet toll. Stability felt like love, until love asked for honesty. Then the price went up. Silence became the rent. Endurance became currency. They said they wanted to provide. They said they wanted to lead. But every time you leaned, resentment followed. So the light learned how to dim. The voice learned when to shut up. The truth learned how to wait until the bills were paid and the house felt secure. And even the truth was too pricey of a thing to ask for. And it almost worked. Almost. You just had to set yourself on fire just to feel warmth in that relationship. And every time you burned, you relied on them to pour the water from under the ship. The water of a roof over your head. The water of food in your body. The essentials for survival handled. Stability restored. So you burned again, and again, and again, not realizing you were turning into ash, slowly. A weaker version of yourself, low integrity, a neglected intuition. The things you must ignore about a man, his present and his past, are not sane compromises. You ignore infidelity, decades of already written abuse. You turn your brain off. You become obtuse. You turn a blind eye to being belittled. You remain small. Even if the photos say you have it all, even if the videos agree, you swallow the fear that maybe one day he might kill you. And it's not because you wanted to. Survival disguised as love was shaped by being taught not to trust yourself. You wanted protection from men meant only to be lessons, afraid of standing alone with the responsibility of keeping yourself alive, even beside a man whose real skill was showing you how to hide. But desire wasn't the problem. Needing wasn't the problem. The problem was learning to survive by destroying yourself slowly and calling it love.
You keep kneeling like somebody's still watching, girl. Ain't nobody grading you no more. That thou been expired, child. And you dragging it like it still got teeth. But I could take what cling to you. Every hunger dressed up as love. Every promise you made just to be chosen. Every altar where you set yourself last. I could take it from you. They'll go quiet when they pass, they always do. But hear me now, every door take a toll. Not blood, not bone, no. What I ask is simpler, yet harder. You leave the old mask right here. The vows you made in fear, burn them clear. That bride bowing like silence is holy, like service is safety, like fire ain't meant to be free. Let it burn clean, child. No screaming, no witnesses, ash. Don't beg. You don't cross as somebody's offering. You cross as your own authority instead. Choose yourself first, or don't knock at all.
A year later, and I'm back at Treasure Beach. I'm standing on the very ground where the lies were planted, right where the manipulation began to reroute my spirit. And I didn't come here to reminisce or to hurt. I came here on a retrieval mission. Since this is where my reality was first warped, this is where I had to return to straighten the mirrors. I'm here to reclaim the fragments of myself that I left behind in the tall grass and the salt water before I knew I was being hunted.
She went back to the place where she gained so much grace, where you smiled in her face, you took a hard place. She went back to the sea, she didn't reach and breathe. She closed her eyes so she could see just how beautiful life was. She could finally let go, she could build another road. She can release every load that had been dragging herself home. She could burn every bridge that didn't want her to live. She killed her mind and inner guilt. She took it down now she can live. But careful, those embers will still burn. They're just a fuel from lessons learned. You can let go, now it's your turn. You can let go, now it's your turn. Look careful, those embers will still burn.
So I took a little detour and went back to the underworld, and I gotta be honest with you, I'm not perfect. Just because I self-reflect doesn't mean that a little retribution of my energy and time ain't worth it. Some call it revenge, I call it rebalancing, and once you know their game, ain't shit about them challenging. So I'ma slay me a demon that's attached to all of these fools. It's easier than you think to leave their ego bruised. I have to get it out my system, and this is just one way. Listen to what this stupid, ugly demon has to say.
I can't believe you're finally here. Sitting across from me. You're the most magnetic woman that I'll ever see. The moment you walked in, the room just faded away. I've been waiting for a goddess like you every single day. We are twin flames. I feel it in my chest. Forget about the others. Put them all to rest. Let's skip the small talk. Let's merge our souls tonight. Everything about this just feels so right.
It's your responsibility. You can't let all your secrets go. He will burn down his own show. His whole truth will be exposed. That is not your road to go. She can finally let go. She could build another road. She can release every load. She can release it. That had been dragging herself. That had been dragging herself.
She's found her way back to the soul's centerfold, no longer a captive to stories she was told. No more hiding or fear of the dark, no more housing the demons who devour her spark. With a blade by her side and a heart open wide, she's rebuilding the roots she once had to hide. As a Scorpio rising, her path is set deep, walking the valleys where the old shadows sleep. She mirrors the darkness that others won't face, which left her seeking a far quieter space. That weight kept her hidden, a soul-bound retreat. But she judges with heart, making wisdom complete. Next week, we return to the edge of the trees to see if Gazelle finds a way to her ease. Will she find fortune? Will she make a new friend? Or stay in the forest where the shadows descend? See how she builds and how she survives. Like and subscribe to witness her lives. The story continues as next Sunday's surprise.